Hello and welcome to Perfect Glamour Fashion. In today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to draft the pattern for this beautiful bustier blouse with loop at the back and a very stylish neckline. So let's get into it. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is to mark our neck width and neck depth, which is always 3 by 3 inches for the neck width and 3 inches for the neck depth. And I'm using broken lines to connect it because I'm not going to be using this neckline. Next, you mark your shoulder divided by 2 and come down on that point by 1 inch and then connect to form your shoulder slope. Still on that point, you come down by your armhole depth. Your armhole depth is usually your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 or 2 inches, and then you connect with a straight ruler, a straight line. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is to mark your bust circumference divided by 4. Okay, you're going to use that to form your angle, your armhole angle, and on that armhole line you're going to divide it by 2, come in at that point by 1/2 inch and connect with your curved ruler. Next, we are going to be marking our vertical measurements, which is your bust point, your under bust, your front half length, okay, which is usually different from your back half length, and then your waist to hip. I'm using 9 inches for this person. Her waist to hip is 9 inches, okay, so that's what I used. So I'm ruling out the lines using the points that I've made. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is just to label the lines so that when I'm addressing the lines, you know what I'm talking about: the bust point, the under bust, the half length, and the hip. Now you're going to mark your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. That is your bust span measurement divided by 2, and I'm going to rule a straight line across those vertical lines, those horizontal lines. Now on the under bust, you're going to mark 1 inch on both sides or 1.25 on both sides, depending on how big your bust is. So I'm using 1 inch on both sides for this person because she's around bust 38, bust 39. Okay, all right, so you're going to come down from your bust point by 1/2 inch, and then you're going to use your curved ruler to connect it to the dart leg. Then you divide your shoulder slope by 2 and connect it to the bust point to form your shoulder dart. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is to mark the depth of your neck depth. Now this neck depth is where the inner is going to start. Okay, if you notice from the picture that the neckline has the what's it called now, the lace, but then the fabric inside started from the chest line down. Okay, so wherever you want your own chest line to start is where you're going to mark. Now on the chest line, on that neckline, you're going to tighten it with 0.5 inch on both sides, 0.75 sorry, on both sides, and then I'm going to connect that 0.75 back to the neck. Okay, so I'm going to form the neck dart at once. Okay, so this is what it should look like when you're done. Now I'm going to replace the dart on the bust line. I'm going to replace the dart intake that I use for this bust tightening on the bust line, and then on the under bust I will do the same. I'll mark under bust divided by 4 plus dart intake. I will also mark waist divided by 4 plus dart intake. Okay, I will also mark hip divided by 4 plus that intake. I hope you're following. Okay, if you're following, just type "I'm following" on the comment section so that I will know that you are following or you understand what I am teaching. Okay, I always like to get feedback from you guys. It makes me know that what I'm doing, you understand it. Now from the bust point, you come down by the difference between your front half length and your back half length. Okay, so I came down by 1.25 for her because the difference between her front half length and back half length is 1.25. Okay, so I've closed it up and then I've corrected the lines. So I'm cutting out the front. So It's very simple. Okay, so you see the way I'm cutting out the front. So look very closely. I've cut out the front, and then this upper part is the yoke. So I've also gone ahead to trim out that I cut for the yoke. Okay, that's for the upper part. I've already trimmed it out. Now I'm going to use another pattern paper, okay, to cut out that style for the neck, that neckline style. Okay, so that stylish neckline, this is how we do it. We'll first of all close the upper part, that yoke side, with sellotape. Just close that dart. You know, we cut out the darts that we created there. We're closing it up now. So when you close it up, you place it on your new pattern paper that is on fold. So that center front will be on the folded edge. Okay, so I just want you to be following. If you have any question, remember you can ask me on the comment section. I'll always be there to answer. Okay, and if you see me for the first time, you're welcome to this family. We post sewing tutorials every single week. Okay, so please join us by subscribing and hitting the notification bell. So yeah, I'm going to cut out the neckline. That's my dotted neckline. I'm going to cut it out on the new pattern paper that I placed under. Okay, so as I'm going to cut it together with the pattern paper that I placed on top of it. Okay, now you see what I have. So you're going to open this up and you will form the neckline. Now be free to form this neckline how you want it. Just understand the basics so that you will now do what you want. Okay, so I'm going to be coming in by 4 inch. If you notice the smaller part of the two pictures that I use as the thumbnail are different. Okay, so just you can come in with 3 inches, 2 inches, whatever you want to come in with, but I used 4 inches. Now on the other side, that's the left side, I came in on the neckline by 1 inch, and I will connect it straight back to that 4 inch I came in with. Okay, so if you came in with 2 inches or 3 inches, just really straight to that 3 inches and then cut it out. This way you are done with your neck. Are you seeing that this is how the neck looks? Very neat, very clean. Now for that scallop down, that down part that is, you know, wavy and all of that, I am going to be cutting it on my fashion fabric. Okay, but I'll just show you how I'll do it here, but I will not cut it out. I'll cut it on the fashion fabric. And then also here, also feel free to do your own design. You notice that the two pictures have different designs. Okay, so I'm just showing you how to do the design on the I don't know if it's the left now or the right. Okay, so you just go up, just get the top length you want, go up by 2 inches, then divide the side into 2. And on that point that you divided into 2, you're going to connect that 2 inches that you went up by at the what is it called now, at the that leg. Yeah, you're going to connect it to this point now and back to the hip. So like that, you have your scallop or your wave or whatever you would call it. But I'll be cutting mine on the fabric, and it's going to look a little different from this. So I'll see you in the sewing tutorial. Okay, so let's do the back. Now for the back, it's still the same thing we did for the front. Come down by 1 inch, just that the neckline for the front is 3 by 1. Okay, so the neck depth is 1, but the neck width is still 3. Okay, so you mark your shoulder divided by 2, come down by 1 inch, and then form a slanted line, which is your shoulder slope. Okay, now you come down by your armhole length, and then you're going to connect it with a straight line. Okay, and then you're going to mark your bust divided by 4, bust circumference divided by 4, and you're going to square that up. Okay, you're going to square that up, and then you're going to divide the armhole line by 2, and then with your curved ruler you're going to connect it with your curved ruler to form your armhole curve for the back. Okay, and it's the same thing with the front. Just once you understand how it is done, you do the same thing for the front and the back. And I squared up the armhole line, which is your chest line. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is to mark the vertical measurement, which is the bust point and the half length. Remember, the half length for your front is different from the half length for your back. Okay, so I'm marking the half length. The half length for her front is 17. The half length for her back is 15.75. So I brought the front part and I used it to measure the waist to hip that I used. Okay, so I'll make sure it's the same thing. Just place it and then mark the waist to hip that you used for the front. Use it for the back. Next, I want to mark our nipple to nipple divided by 2, and you're going to square up that line. You're going to just square it all the way to the chest line. Okay, I had not labeled this. I'm going to label this so that you know what where I'm talking about. Is the chest line, the bust point, the half length, and then the hip. Okay, if you notice, I didn't rule under bust here because we don't need it. Now on that half length, you're going to mark ½ inch on both sides, and on the chest line, you're going to mark 0.25 on both sides of the line, and you're going to connect. This is just going to serve as your bust tightening for the back. Okay, so that your corset won't be gaping. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is to mark the waist divided by 4 on your half length line. Mark your waist divided by 4 plus your dart intake. Remember to add your 1 inch that you took for your dart. Remember to add it back at this point. Then you mark your hip divided by 4, and there is no dart intake here if you notice, so I'll just not add any dart intake. Now I'll bring the front yoke and use it to mark where the yoke started for the front. I'll also mark it on the back. You see that now, and then I'll use it to form the neckline for the yoke of the back. Now from that 1 inch I came down with for the neckline of the back, I'm going to come down by 1.5 inches and I'll connect it to the dart leg of the side. Okay, just see, observe how I'm doing this, and you'll be able to replicate this. It's not difficult. Okay, but if you have any question, remember I will answer you in the comment section. Okay, all right, so this is our yoke for the back, and then I'm going to mark 1 inch at the center back into the from the center back towards the corset, and I'm going to rule out a straight line. This part is going to be cut out. That's the part that will be open for your eyelets. Okay, so I'm just putting those knots so that you see where the eyelets would be. So this is the center front, and this is the side, sorry, this is the center back, sorry, and this is the side back. Okay, so in my next tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how I pieced this together to form my beautiful top. Like it was so beautiful when I was done, and then you're going to like it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you've liked it to this point. Till I see you in my next video. Goodbye.